Hey-ho, DM Stewart here, and welcome to the Great Chaos Caper Winter Tournament 2025 Qualifier number 7. Alongside me in the booth today is Sofnum. How we doing today?
We are doing great. We have some excellent winter tournament flags here in front of us. I do want to take a moment to mention that our trackers today are Sin Pyro and Wildham, and we have Dark Moon doing our restreaming. So thank you to our crew behind us, making us look good here. We have our normal winter tournament flag set, so that means we're on a shard hunt today. Exactly 24 shards will get you into Topher, so that means we don't need the orbs, but the first 2 orbs will be worth 2 shards, and the second 2 are worth 4. We are no loose items, but items are locked deep in dungeons, so in general you will need either an item or to get mostly an item to get the items out of most of the dungeons. We have locked mermaids on, so you need the key to get most of the items in. Or the key to get items in C. And we have a forced party. Today we have
Or at least
Thief.
2 forced.
Oh, God.
Or at least 2 forced.
Yep. So we have Thief and Red Mage forced, a Nun forced, and then the last one can be any mage of your choosing. And so Windfox has decided to go with a Black Mage, and Shum, Jesus, and Demon have decided to go with White Mages.
Well, so I'll go through some of the blursings that'll give you an idea of what they why they chose what they chose. The fighter will have plus 15 agi if you find one. The thief's got plus 10 additional luck on top of all the luck that he already starts with. The punch mage, the black belt, has elemental plus magic, which is your level 3 elemental spells. The red mage has an additional 15 luck, so this is a very run-heavy party. Your white mage gets clean magic for free, and your black mage will get the ability to use fighter armor. So that clean magic's helpful. Also, being able to guarantee that you're going to get your white magic spells, because your red mage doesn't always have access to all the white magic.
Yep. In general, the red mage has a little more access to black magic than white magic. So that's why you see the white mage kind of trailing along. Life in Battle is on, so Life and Life 2 both in battle are on, which will help out our runners here as they get through the wonderful seed that we have here. So we were talking a little bit in the race room, but what do you want to see from the seed today? What are we looking at?
I want to see it. I want to see it take a while to be able to get out of the inner sea.
Okay.
I want to see either a really late canal and floater. We are off.
Excellent. Let's see what's for sale here. Looks like we have
decent price houses
and a full shop. I completely missed who was for sale here. Oh, it's a mage.
But no. We've got fast at level 1. Fast Quad X Lit 2 at level 1.
Yep. Lit 2
okay,
will serve
we've got a sweeper.
It's there. It'll service for now. But our runners getting equipped and getting set up to head up to Toph here and go take on a Garland.
Not particularly great white magic at level 1, though.
No, not really. Cure 3, if I saw, maybe it was Cure 2.
I think it was Cure 2. Fog 2, but rather have Invis 2. There's a ship. And a cube.
So the ship kind of helps early inner-sea mobility here, getting between places. Doesn't really open anything up the way the map progression is set, but...
One slightly disappointing thing is that I see a decided lack of map derp. I see a decided lack of googly eyes on Toph.
There's a thief for sale in Provoca.
Yeah, but I already have one.
Yeah, we don't really need a second one.
Already got one.
Windfox trying to quad-X the ghoul didn't work, unfortunately.
To say, don't think quad-X actually works on undead.
Yeah, it probably only works on things
But,
with the life force or something. Ooh, TNT.
But our shards... That's a... Yeah, TNT from... TNT from Bicky. So our shards and, I believe, our... key items, our incentive items, are in marked trapped chests.
Yep. So every chest will be trapped with a monster. It will be marked in such a way that you can tell.
Well, we've got harm 3 and fire 3 at level 2, but level 2 magic kind of unremarkable. Harm 3 is good if you've got a white mage, because white mage harm all, I believe, is on.
It is on. Yep.
I know that's pretty.
That's harm or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know that is become a pretty standard flag.
Yep, it does raise the white mage's utility quite a bit, as opposed to hopefully otherwise you like hope to get a Zeus gauntlet and they can do something type of thing.
Yeah.
But
or a Thor hammer, or even a mage stick.
Yeah, something. But in this case, the harm 3 will give them something to do. Is a pretty good spell. I mean, it's not as good as fire 3, but...
One thing I also remember about these flags is shuffled chime access.
Yes!
Ooh, EXP'd out of that. EXP'd out of the marked trapped in Dwarf.
Yep, Shum resetting out. We'll probably come back. But a little early to be taking those on.
I don't know. It's really good XP.
It is really good XP.
And an herb from our smith.
So our inner sea adventure does continue.
And obviously Shum's going to head down there and turn that in. Jesus the Frog finding out we've got lazy dwarves. Okay, I can see this play, getting that with if you haven't found any kind of weapons in your chest so far, picking up like that scimitar +4. That's, I mean, scimitar +4 is not a bad little item.
No, not at all. This first round of flags.
That is a black mage in the in Elfland. So if you took a white mage, you can get. If you took white mage, you can take the black mage and get. Oh, there's a life 2, and I believe also an invis 2.
Yeah. So those with white mages are going to be pretty happy.
But there was nothing useful out of. That looks like Canoe from the herb turn-in.
Yep. We're going to go over here to Crescent and see what Crescent has for us. See if we have to go into Volcano for our canal, basically, here at this point.
Is it Volcano or is it Ice that's incentivized?
It's Volcano. Ice is not
that
incentivized.
That is a ruby. And we got an Ice 3 and a Lit 3 at level 4. And if I noticed correctly, nothing worth the time at White level 4.
Nope, just life. Which isn't too bad, but
Which isn't bad,
we
but
have
you
life too.
already picked up Life 2 at level 3, so...
Yeah, so having a few more slots may be worth it, but looks like we're gonna have to go to our volcano for our canal here.
And that's going to be down on Agama floor, Agama or Red D, correct?
That is correct. We have deep items on, so it'll be down post the armory floor. Although we'll probably see our runners. I mean, a very standard play has been so far: clear out armory, go out, save, go back in. Unfortunately, we haven't found any teleport magic, and so we have to walk out or defeat carry.
And it's B-side spike tiles. And what is it? Local formation?
Yeah, local formation is the traps. So it means that once you get to the Cardias, the traps are all dragons, and it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Choom's Thief goes
down. Hello!
Nasty pack.
Hello, there's some XP for you. The Grey Worm tile is 4 worms.
Yeah.
4 purple worms.
Looks like Choom is simply resetting out of all of Armory, deciding that it is not worth it.
There wasn't really a whole lot there.
A couple XP chests was probably the best thing there, which isn't really very good.
So not quite the level of having to putter around the inner sea that I was necessarily looking for, but still fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is about as inner sea as you can get, especially if this turns out to be key and not directly canal.
Or even better, crystal into key.
Crystal into key into canal. Yeah. And just the canal, without anything else, only opens up ordeals. And there's the So, because since we have items in deep, that means you need the rod out to get the incentive item in Earth.
But they do have a ruby.
They do have rubies, so that we can go get those 2 incentive items. I keep forgetting. Which I'm sure we'll see our runners turn in first who wants to go to ordeals.
Yeah.
Vanilla touches are on. So ordeals can
Vanilla
be specifically nasty.
Yeah, that makes ordeals very unfriendly.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, sorcerers live in ordeals, and they have death touch. So, just hit you once and you're gone.
And sorcerers have, 7 or 8 hits.
Yeah.
They're
mean.
Yeah. Yeah, vanilla sorks are mean. We found exit at level 6.
Level 6! I mean, it could be worse. We'll get some charges of that eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Doesn't really help us now, to your point, though.
And Windfox heading up towards Volcano. I don't remember Barber of Seville, what the vanilla level for exit was, if it's 5 or 6.
Man, I would have to look that up. I do not remember. Fast is 4. That's the one I remember all the time.
Fast is 4, and warp is the promo locked slot in 5. Those are the two I remember. Yep, warp is the promo locked slot in 5.
I'm giving us a look here as to what's in Titan's Trove. So we'll have one item in Titan's Trove, and Sarda will give us something.
The other thing we...
Oh,
okay, ice plus 5. That's pretty good armor.
That ain't bad. Nobody can use it right yet, but not too bad.
Black Mage.
Oh, the Black Mage has fighter armor. I forgot.
With fighter armor. That is going to be a chime, so we're not going to necessarily know where the chime bonk is.
Nope. Kind of know where it's not, but don't know
we
exactly
know
it's opened.
Yeah, we know where it isn't only because it's not somewhere that they've already been.
Right.
I will be back in a moment because my dryer just buzzed.
Awesome. So we got the Oxy Ale from Sarda. It's worth pointing out that the extended docks on our continent are not on, and so we do need the floater for that to make any difference for us. So, let's see. I think that means we're going to Ordeal's next. Everybody's favorite place, Ordeal. Looks like Windfox is taking a little bit of a grind on these worms here, which is not too bad an idea. We can see them getting all the way up to level 12. Not too bad. Fighting an ice sword for that red mage is pretty good. Shoot, just heading right down here. Unfortunately, we have to do this maze without warp, so let's see how this treats our runners. Yep, Pillar 2. Those of you who had Pillar 2 on your bingo card, step up. Looks like Windfox is taking their back out of into the city here.
And clearly,
Back up on heal.
I didn't notice what Sarda had, but...
Oh, Sarda had the Oxy Ale.
Oh, that's right.
Which doesn't really help us right now, unfortunately.
Which means Ordeals is the play. Ooh, Batman.
Yep. 9 of them. Ooh, and they're hitting hard, too.
No, they do hit pretty hard. Okay, so... top, 2, top.
Yeah, it's,
So top 2, top bottom is our Ordeals pattern. Oh. That's right, Zombie Ds have stun touch.
yep, they have paralysis touch, which is, fun.
Okay, at least this one was only 9 of them. Coral sword is a nice find.
Yeah, that's a thief sword. It's always really nice when you're rocking the thief. That's the first sword that Shoom's picked up. Oh no!
Oh no, Sorks.
Quick, all the magic.
Now, to be fair though, Fire 3 does tend to melt them pretty well.
Yeah, they only had 120 hit points this time, so...
And that's a crown.
So back to the Inner Sea we go.
Well, it wasn't quite the have to putter around the Inner Sea a bunch, but it is at least a lot of back and forth.
Yep. These seeds do tend to have a little bit of a ping pong pattern to them. At least in the qualifiers in the round of 64, without a lot of the extended progression on, you're gonna see lots of times where items are forced in. Now.
Oh, where was that fighter that Windfox has?
Didn't see where the fighter ended up, actually. Astos has a key. Wadham telling us that Elfland had the fighter.
Thank you, Wildham. Once again, let's give a shout out to our trackers, Sinpyro and Wildham. And there's a white shirt there on Agama Floor, which is an awful nice, which is another one of those awfully nice finds.
Yeah, not bad to find. Take it if you get it, right? Like,
I mean,
probably not seeking it out.
There's a ribbon.
There's a nice ribbon. Bringing back our thief. Gonna go ahead and do a little bit of shopping here. Get some houses. Get some more softs, get some more pures, probably. Lots of things have poison touch in these
Lots of
flags,
stuff.
which is vanilla, but
Yeah, a lot of mostly undead. A lot of undead has poison touch, and a lot of snakes.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, undead tends to have stun touch.
I think I think there's a mix of both. I'm pretty sure some of the undead do have poison.
And Windfox gonna take on Carrie.
Yeah, Windfox did a grind on those worms that you liked, so looks to be pretty good level to take this on.
I mean, I'm a simple man. I see four purple worm tile. I take a grind.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. The fighter's gonna help us. Fighter has almost 300 hit points already. That's really good. Yeah, I kind of agree with Windfox. I'm not really sure what to do with that Black Mage here, because you don't really want to cast fire on Carrie. Like, it just feels bad.
And there's another 2 shards for Windfox. That's 5 shards for Windfox.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to go back to Volcano.
Hello, welcome King SPI with the 10-person raid.
Yeah, excellent. So welcome in, Raiders. We are in the Winter Tournament 2025 of the Final Fantasy Randomizer that we are calling the Great Chaos Caper. Thank you for joining us.
And Shoom heading back. Gonna find... Okay, lock 2. That's at least something.
It's not an embarrassment.
At level 3.
Fast.
Lock 2 is not embarrassing. I have used it, especially when a fiend refight gets real dodge heavy.
Yeah. I mean, and it's something to do too. A lot of times you end up with that kind of like, what do I do with this red mage? What do I do with this black mage?
Level 5 nuke. Level 5 nuke is not horrible.
No, I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, we're gonna go.
Shoom,
We're
gonna
gonna
check
the
out.
off.
And that's 2 shards in there. That's...
Yeah, that's as rewarded as we're gonna get.
See, that's one of those locations I always forget about. So when I have loose items, I tend to miss it.
Yeah.
When I have loose items that are there, I have a tendency to miss them. The other one, and this is the really embarrassing one, is top right chest on the bottom floor of Marsh.
Oh, right, because you do your Tetris piece, but you don't always like finish the loop all the way around.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I've DNF'd a race for that one.
Yeah, I can see that. Shoom also checking the lockboxes here.
Well, it's especially if you've taken a bit of a grind, you can get a real nice. You can get through things pretty fairly easily.
Yeah.
And who knows, you might have more than one. You might find an opal bracelet +4 and a silver bracelet +5.
Yeah, that Opal Cheerio is a really, really nice find.
And you might get a couple of shards.
And 2 here and 2 there add up pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially when you only need 24.
Yep. And you're going to get, a good number of them just kind of naturally trying to get through all the boxes that you need to progress the game.
But the point where you can stop checking boxes... That's always the point. That's always the point you want to find is where is the point where I stop checking boxes?
Yeah, and especially with the mark trap here, it's kind of like you can kind of determine for yourself if your equipment's good enough.
Yeah, with marked trapped on local formations.
Yeah.
And Shoom has the rod and is going to head down. He's going to head down through Earth. Not checking a lot of stuff at the top.
No, it's so time consuming.
Yeah. I like the play of checking that room. There's a couple of rooms on Earth 3 that I like the play of checking.
Yeah, I assume we'll see Shoom do this room over here.
That's not one. That's not one I'm usually big on checking. This one?
This one's pretty easy. There's the trap one, the trap closet.
Yeah, and the trap closet.
And then obviously the vampire's chest.
Well, yeah. Because that's basically free.
Ooh, and we found a light axe somewhere. So.
Yeah, that was in... I want to say it was in Ordeals?
I mean, that sounds right. I would believe you if you said that.
to go off of Synpyro in chat, I generally like checking Hall of Giants if I'm looking for a grind tile, but if I've already found 4 purple worms that's easily accessible, which I did in Armory, I'm not checking Hall of Giants. I know where my... If I'm grinding, I know I'm grinding on purple worms.
Yeah, usually the best grind is the one you find. So
Yep.
as the saying goes.
Yes,
Ooh.
the best grind is the one you find.
Ooh, the floater is in Earth here. So it means that whole chain from crown to rod is required.
Yes, which I approve. I approve of that level of ping-ponging. Oh, there was the light axe. There was the light axe. It was in Corneria. Corneria locked.
Oh, okay.
No shards down there. So, no reason to check it.
And we're just on the Lich.
We're on to Cincinnati. I mean, we're on to Lich.
East. But at these levels, Lich shouldn't really pose a problem.
At these levels, at these levels, the fun enemy name for Lich is very appropriate. S.bump.
Yep.
Because at these levels, it's just a speed bump.
Demon Cell and Aegis Shield, which is kind of a play I like. Gets you a nice influx of cash.
If you're not going to take a fighter, then yes.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're planning on taking a fighter, then don't sell the Aegis Shield.
Yeah, I mean the Aegis Shield is great, but Windfox coming over here and checking Northwest Castle. No shards. Cabin.
No shards, but it's. But I mean, it's 3 free chests, and once you've gotten over there to see if they're shards, you may as well.
Yeah. Not too bad to check, really. Yeah. We're still looking for the shop item.
Well, leaves 3 places can be. Shoot chests and Guardian chests.
Yep.
Definitely like this play.
Yep.
Black shirt.
Item in Cardia, and the horde is not on, so you gotta go check everything.
So you gotta check them all.
Or at least all the ones that have boxes.
Well, yeah.
Is it better? Yeah, my audio went out because my microphone likes.
There's our Cardia item. It's the Power Bonk.
It's the Power Bonk. And that does illustrate a tiny quirk of the way this is set up, is that we do have 3 non-key items in the item pool. It is the Power Bonk, the Excalibur, and the Defense Sword. They will not be in trap chests, and therefore not marked.
And Shoom gonna see if that shop item is up here in Gaia. It is. It is the crystal.
Yeah, we go turn that in real quick.
I don't dislike this play of waiting to see if there's shards here until you get the crystal. And that is a defense sword. I like finding that defense sword.
It's not too bad. I mean, probably wishes it was the tail for the loot. But not too bad. Not too bad here.
Well, even with Invis, now you don't have to spend. Now you don't have to spend charges of your life 2 level on Invis 2.
Yep. I mean, it's definitely a great item to have. It's definitely a great item.
Between the white shirt and the defense sword, you don't have to spend. You don't have to spend any charges on Invis 2 now. I think this pretty much guarantees that's a white mage there in on-rack. I think this pretty much... No, not quite. Because one of them's going to be X-Cal.
Yep. So the terminal items we have left are the X-Cal and the loot. And tail.
Yeah, X-Cal, loot, and tail are the 3 we've got left. And Jesus the Frog is in Sky. Because
Sky's a great place.
Sky
There's
provides.
a lot of boxes. There's a lot of boxes.
Sky provides.
Yeah.
The bottle... So we've got X-Cal, loot, tail, and bottle left to find.
Yep. The bottle and the slab are going to turn into something.
Yeah,
So
and the slab.
I would kind of expect that the slab or the bottle is going to turn up here in Mermaids. I kind of missed it. Did Shum check TFC?
Not that I noticed, but there's the
Mermaids.
X-Cal.
Yep, there's Mermaids item.
Now, does Shum remember that there's a fighter in Rune Sword, Giant Sword, and shame, Shum did not carbonate Bubbles. There's a Katana +5.
Bubbles just hasn't been getting enough in the way. We've seen a dearth of carbonating Bubbles because Bubbles been staying out of the way wisely.
One thing I don't necessarily like about what Shum did there was you could see there were 2 shards over in the in that far chest in the vanilla incentive room. I don't like not taking them.
Yeah.
Because you know they're there. You know you can take those. You know you can take those out. It puts you into I don't check chests a little bit quicker.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably not going back for them, so.
Yeah, you're definitely not going back for them. Okay, Barber of Seville does make the point that without Warper Exit, that's a really long walk.
It's a long walk for a couple shards, and I don't know what... Shum probably has a much better idea of what their shard count is than we do. So...
I will look the next time I see...
That's so unlucky. Zero shards in Waterfall.
No shards in Waterfall.
That is so unlucky. But we found the slab.
And there's Windfox picking up that floater.
Yep. And Demon is on Lich. Casting harm 3. We get through pretty easily. Not that Lich 1 has ever been that hard.
Not that Lich 1 is that much of a problem. Even Lich 2 opening with Nuke isn't that big of a problem.
Depends on your levels, but yeah. If you know it's coming like you do in this flag set, then you can prep.
And there is that airboat.
glorious airboat. All hail airboat.
And the Demon RHK making what we know to be not quite the correct play, but the mathematically correct play of checking Cardia Forest first.
Yep.
There
Look,
is a
there's even
shard there.
large box, so you get a shard. And a Thor hammer.
And that is 9. That's 9 shards for Demon RHK.
It's like a low number. Been through a couple dungeons already.
Hail is in Sky 1 left. So Jesus the Frog just completely skips all of those chests on Sky 2, which, if you've already found the item, it's not worth the time. It is definitely not worth the time to check all of those. Fighter in Lefane looked like.
Bottle, slab to bottle to loot then. So this little... I've done this too. So this little bounce between the bottle and everything is going to end up being required.
Yep.
So doesn't lose a lot of time there. There's a nice exit spell.
Picking up that nuke. Slow 2. I can actually see picking up slow 2 just for Kraken 2.
It's not... I mean, the debuffs work. The flags are set up so that all the debuffs actually work and do their job, and you can get set up pretty easily.
And Jesus the Frog crossing that bridge of destiny.
Finding some fire hydrants, finding this fight, which I just find annoying.
Yeah, that fight's a little annoying. And we're going to see a Tia 1.
Yeah.
And there is that bottle to loot.
Yep. So... Shum now knows where the tail needs to be, and is going there now.
There's and there's thunder out of Tia.
Yeah, never really the thing you want to see.
Well, I mean vanilla scripts.
Yeah, for sure.
Windfox checking the caravan, finding out that the item's not there. We know
only sell cure
it's...
potions at the caravan.
Yeah, we know that it's... We know that it's Onrak. Or no, Gaia.
Yes, it's Gaia.
We know that it's Gaia.
Double dip of Gaia required.
Which, you know what, I can approve of that. We didn't quite get the full-on troll I was hoping for, but we've got at least some.
I guess technically I should walk that back. You don't technically need the crystal. It just turns into the defense sword. Defense sword's nice to have, don't get me wrong, but it's not required to beat the game.
It's not required, but it's real. It sure is real helpful.
Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty mean. Tracker saying Jesus the Frog got kicked out by a Tia,
Oh,
which is unfortunate.
that is unfortunate.
Getting a crystal.
And now Shum is going to
At least
fight these Gurmaduses.
Find a tail. And then possibly just leave. I don't know.
Yeah, gonna find that tail.
I would be tempted to leave and promote and come back, but
Yeah, I would too.
because I know I have that katana burning a hole in my pocket here, and the excal.
Yeah, but no fighter. Shoom's got rainbow.
No, I think that's a fighter. I think he picked up the one up out of Lefane.
No, I think that's a black mage. It is a fighter? Okay, my mistake. I don't know Shoom's sprites, so...
I just noticed when you pointed out who it was in Lefane. Yeah, we're walking it out. We're done. We're gonna go promote.
I mean,
like this play.
I like that play.
And now we're gonna just go and try and
find some shards.
Yeah.
Windfox did go and get those 2 shards on Mermaid Floor.
Yeah. Our tracker is saying that Shoom is still at 9 shards, so I wonder if all the shards are in like ice or swamp. Neither of which are incentivized. So
Neither of which are incentivized.
Yeah. Don't see a lot of our runners deciding that that's a good idea.
If I have to do one of those 2, I'm doing ice. Way more chests.
Yeah, that's fair.
But first, I'm going to grind out a few levels on purple worms. Oh.
Yep.
Now here's a thought. They could also be on Sharknado.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you could have a bunch of them on Sharknado.
There's a second ribbon. And that's 12 shards for Demon RHK.
Yeah, Demon doing a lot more of a thorough check of every ribbon. It seems.
Well, I like that play. Yes, as Barbara Seville points out in chat, there are 12 shards held by fiends, which is half the shards you need.
This is true. Honestly, fiend dives don't take that long. It is not really that far from the top of volcano to carry, for instance. If that's all you're doing.
Yeah, if that's all you're doing, you can do that efficiently. And Windfox heading down, about to go and...
Again, Barbara pointed something else out that I don't think we've gotten to yet, is that we have the Black Knight and the White Ninja on.
Ah.
So, spells are reversed.
Which might explain why Shoom's fighter has the black mage type coloration.
Yep.
That's another shard for Shoom in greater than less than. There's a Darken armor.
It's pretty good. We'll take it.
I mean, we had the opal armor, but multiple things give you the same resistance as opal armor. Not as many give you the same resistances as dragon armor. Oh, that thief goes down from on Windfox's side on that Kraken
Yeah, it
fight.
looks like that was Kraken first turn took out the thief.
Yeah, well, Kraken doing Kraken things.
Yeah, what do you do? At least we still got the fighter swinging an axe of some sort. It's like a light axe, but it had to be.
Light axe or silver axe. And getting a bunch of there goes a Kraken.
Yeah, get Kraken down. That's all you need to do. I think that makes like 16 or so shards for Windfox with that Kraken kill.
Yep. And
it's pretty far ahead.
I actually don't mind the Inn of Shame here.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fine.
Fewest question marks. Fewest opportunities, especially because, as I recall, there is an encounter right off of the reset.
Yeah, I don't pay that close attention. Wouldn't surprise me though. There's one in this little 4-pack up here.
There's at least one shard on Sharknado.
So it'd be nice to know where all the shards ended up in this seed, because I'm used to seeing a lot more of them by this point in the seed.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot of them in. So someone in the chat, of the slums in the chat, asks why RHK's battle UI looks a little differently, and that is because he chose to. That's because he chose to use the what we call the modern battlefield setting.
Yep. I use it too. It's great. But we have a bunch of quality of life flags you can turn on, or fun percent flags that don't affect the seed, but you can kind of see them. So one of them is this modern battlefield where you're given a lot more space for everything.
Yeah, I like the old school. I like the old school battlefield flags because I grew up with this game.
I did too.
That's 14 shards for Demon RHK.
Nice.
Right now.
Nice.
There's a ruse stick. There's a ruse stick in the free chest.
That's good.
In one of the free chests. They're on Sky.
Finding out the bad news about Waterfall, that it has nothing in it except for that, which is required. But
I don't know why Shun put the. Oh, no, I do. Shun put the dragon sword on because Tia.
Because we're gonna go fight Tia. Up, right, up.
What?
That was our pathing on Maze 4.
Yeah. No. I saw it. So, are you right, up?
I usually do up, right. That's what the task does. That's what I do.
I'm right, up because it has me already holding. Because that way I am already holding up for the start of the Bridge of Destiny.
Yep. Yes. I have heard that argument. It makes Absolutely no difference. There's like one step, I think. Bellison saying right down right for obvious reasons. I would like to know what those obvious reasons are, but
And Team and RHK in the Kraken fight. And Kraken doing Kraken things and smacking around that red mage.
oh, but we have our life too, so our red mage comes back. For a
And
little bit.
gets smacked down again.
But we beat Kraken, so it's okay.
But we've defeated a Kraken, so
As long as you get away with one character, you're fine. You get credit, you get the shards, and RHK has 6 shards left.
and 2 fiends to go clear to get them.
Yep. I mean, could just go straight into volcano and sky and get our shards. Now, Demon RHK has not found the loot, and so is still going to be looking for the loot.
That is
News
true.
about the caravan.
Barbara of Seville makes a good point in chat about staircase pattern being solid if you get an encounter and forget where you are.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Who among us? That sort of thing.
Okay,
Equipping
Demon
the fighter
RHK
with
is turning in that slab.
Yep. Gonna go probably, I would guess, follow this chain to its natural conclusion here. Which means they will single dip Gaia.
And Windfox gets that defense sword. Has
Jesus off promoting.
16. Has 16, I think, shards.
Who?
Windfox.
Our tracker says 17 shards.
17. Shoom having 19.
Must have found a bunch in Sky. Because that's where we were. I'm gonna come in here and count on there being enough shards down here that we don't have to do anymore. Needs to find 3 loose shards
3 loose shards and a carry.
and a carry. And has pretty good odds. Like, I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah,
a few
there's a-
down here.
I recall there being a few. Also going to take a couple of purple worm fights, which I like. I like that play. That is delicious, delicious XP.
Katana should take some of them out.
And that X-Cal as well.
Ooh, nice XP.
Yep, there we go, with no off-step encounters, too.
Yep, so those of you not in the know, the bottom row of most buildings, most rooms, does not have encounters. I've been advised to say most. I actually don't know what the exceptions are. So as we go on and off, we're not actually stepping up the encounter table as we take these couple purple worms.
I suspect it may be ordeals.
Yeah.
Nothing in the 6-pack room. Okay, there's a couple of rooms in Topher. Not finding things on Agama floor.
No. We have a few more chests to check, but not really lucking out here like we wanted to. No shard.
No shards there on Agama floor.
We're gonna go peek the nope.
Not in Red D either. There are a few in C though.
Yes, there are a few in C. Though if we're gonna go to C, we're just gonna go kill Kraken, I think. Because that's guaranteed for. Maybe. We do have exit now, so maybe.
We do have exit, so. And I don't know that Shum checked. I don't know that Shum checked the Elfland Treasury, where there are 2, as Jesus the Frog is just in there right now.
Yep. Jesus, knowing where that last item is, hasn't gone and collected it yet, but that would make the most sense. Demon RHK approaching the mode of ghosts as well.
Yep. Okay, so ice is proximity.
Also a little more dense, more likely to have things. I do want to know where all the shards are, though. It would make me very happy to know where all the shards are.
I'm gonna guess they're in ice and marsh.
Yeah, probably in ice. Dwarf locked. There's one in
no, there's one in Dwarf Locked, Barber. There's one in Dwarf Locked. There's 2 in Corneria Locked.
There were 2 in Corneria, 2 in Elf, 0 in Northwest Castle. We're gonna say something on the order of, so shard hunt, huh?
Yeah, so shard hunt. And Demon RHK about to pick up that tail.
The last item they need.
Which they don't technically need, but it really feels bad to not promote when you're running not a black belt.
Yeah. I mean, it's that or like a lot more levels. And I mean a lot. So it looks like on camera, Shuma's gonna be the first one here. Oh, we're counting on this. We're gonna see. We won one. I think we need one to be in the locked chests, and then we can make it.
Yeah.
Yep, we're down 1.
Because there was the one in the trap, or the the behind the trap chest in on Armory, Volcano Armory. And there it is.
He gets lucked out. Failed out. So we'll have to ask Sympyro where they put all the shards. Just gonna be the story of this seed. Amazing.
Yeah, that's 3 shards in the Toph chests.
2. Right?
3. Top
3?
left, top right, and bottom right.
Oh, I didn't think top.
One in the unlocked, 2 in the locked.
Oh, there we go. It's like when Fox is pulling Tia 1. It's like our thief has decided to take a dirt nap.
And we have mid Topher, which is of course the best Topher.
It is kind of the best Topher. We have this nice floor here where you can grind if you want. And now we're on Lish's floor. It's great.
Yes, we don't have all of those intermediate floors that do nothing but just drain all of your resources.
Yep. And
force you to grind a whole lot more before you go in.
Yep. Mid Topher's pretty nice kind of balance because you still get some encounters, you still kind of get the Topher experience. It's not like small Topher where you end up on Chaos floor and you just kind of put some fiends in there and you call it a day.
And there's a Lich 2 just done.
Yep, there was a Lich 2. That's about all that can be said for Lich 2. There was a Lich 2.
And
here's a carry.
Here's a carry 2. And that's probably not going to take a whole lot more than that Lich 2 did.
It kind of depends. Although we are locked scaling at this point, so...
I didn't even notice if it nuked, but I suspect it did because Shum burned off 2 heal 3 charges.
Yeah.
And now we're on a Kraken floor.
Yep. Shum saving the 3 steps by going this way.
And RHK has cleared a Tia. And that, I believe, puts Demon RHK in the mode of go.
Jesus making the fire dive, hoping for some shards.
But they're really not there.
But they're just not there. There's nothing here. Very unfortunate, actually.
Shum with a Kraken 2. Kraken 2 is a punchy, you know what.
Yep. Throwing microwaves at Kraken 2. Throwing out a little cheeky quad X. Except for we're going to do 1,000 damage with our...
We're going to do 1,000 damage with that X-Cow.
Shum's got some good levels, though, for this Topher dive.
Well, Shum's done a few... Shum's been grinding up a little bit on purple worms.
Yep. Looks like Demon RHK is going spell shopping? Yeah, I would guess that's what this is.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It does indeed. I think that all of our runners now are prepped and ready to go, and we'll be getting into Toph here momentarily.
Yeah. And Windfox heading into Toph at 105.34. Or Topher at 105.34. Demon RHK about 10 to 15 seconds behind. And Jesus the Frog little bit behind. And yes, got that wall off before the Bane. And now it's Garland, who's actually Chaos.
Dun, dun, dun.
Womp womp. Let's get some fast and... Oh, I forgot. Classic Chaos had Stun Touch.
Yep, hopefully our red mage will wake up someday. Or
Yeah, hopefully.
not today.
Yes, that red mage is awake.
And then oh, and our white ninja can learn the life too. So
Yes, that is super handy.
yes,
5 hits for, was that 360
I
or...
think. I didn't see what we're like. More power monk, 4 hits for 289. I mean, we might be at the point where we're just waiting for Cure 4 too.
Yeah, possibly. Which, you know, that's actually not a bad. It's not a bad position where you just load up and load up your lock 2. Load up. There it is. There's that Cure 4.
Cure 4.
Load up your lock 2 and your power bonk charges, and so that as soon as that Cure 4 hits, you can just blast through things.
Hopefully, slow.
And Windfox clears Kraken 2. Jesus the Frog has cleared Carry 2, and Demon RHK is on Carry 2.
Yeah, having a little bit of trouble with Carrie, it looks like. That is unfortunate. Oh, slow 2 hit the ninja, although it didn't seem to matter because Shum has
And
won.
Shum has cleared up. He is first on stream, 4th overall. Fellison with 5609. Pickles and Beer, 103.36. Sorbius at 107.45. Finished ahead of Shum Bobby with an official time of 108.41.
Yep, let's see.
GG Shum. Meanwhile, we've got Windfox on a Tia 2. We've got GG to you, Shum.
Thank you.
That's
GG
shard
Shum
hunt.
Bobby. Yeah, shards, huh?
I don't know. Did you see any? Because I didn't.
We didn't see any.
There were
So-
there were some on there were a couple on Sharknado. There were the 3 that you found in Toph.
Yeah, I should have gone to Kraken side. I think I'd probably have found something that way. And I was considering Ice Cave. I deliberately, of all the spells that I purchased back at Defame, did not pick up Exit because I'm like, when am I going to need to exit a dungeon? And then I needed to dive like 5 more dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shard hunt part of this was very
Unfriendly.
It did plague all of our runners on stream, though. So
It's interesting because I think in later rounds, we're not going to bump into that problem despite the fact that we have more shards because you're going to be just kind of full clearing anyway. So you'll have a good account of where you are. But man, when you're trying to get so few shards, it's a rough balance.
yeah,
It is.
was a little bit. It made for an exciting race though, because just keeping track of the shard counts after everybody had done the 2 required long item chains. Let's see, Bicky TNT, Adamant Herb Canoe, and then Ordeal's Crown Key Rod Floater.
And Windfox pulling Chaos at 110.56.
Yeah, So other than lack of shards, Shum, what made you pick up the fighter in Lefane?
That I forgot to check it in Crescent. But
Fair enough.
Fighter
Okay.
was definitely my win condition. I named it FIBM because I wasn't sure if I was going to go Fighter or Rainbow here. But the XCal is just too strong right now to not pick up a Fighter when there's a chance. So I was looking to get it into the party as soon as I could. I was doing everything possible to avoid going to Lefane until I already had the tail, but unfortunately that was in Sky. So while I was in there, and I was like, you know what, I'm already next to Sky. I might as well pick it up and get some levels on the Fighter, so that way, once I promote, I can instantly start getting the spell charges. Although that's not really super meaningful here. I'll just I need more hits on the XCal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Though the fighter being able to cast fast is a good thing.
Yeah, it changes the dynamic about what you want your melee to do.
yeah, especially in the flag sets like these where the ninja gets your life magic. Does kind of like extend the ninja's usefulness, I feel like, even if you have a fighter.
Yeah, the thing that I really want to see is if people start deciding, you know what, maybe triple melee is the strat as things get a little bit harder and you just want an evasion white mage just taking a thief in their place. But we'll see. We'll see what winds up happening when things get harder.
And that is Windfox completing. That is Windfox downing Chaos, and Jesus the Frog has pulled Chaos. Windfox finishes second on stream, 7th overall. So after Shum, we had Shanigan at 111.31, Adam Droop with 112.21, and Windfox 112.52.
It's like Windfox is waiting, so we'll follow Windfox.
GG to you, Windfox.
Hey, GG.
GG's. So how about that shard hunt?
Oh, nothing like getting 10 shards off of 4 bosses. Or 12 shards, I guess. Half my shards off of the bosses. No, see, the shards weren't the problem for me. It was finding Chime, finding Oxyel, resetting, going to Ordeals, and be like, I'll just come back with Floater and grab those later. Just to go face first into the side of Ordeals and have to go back.
Oh, I don't think we noticed that. So
Ordeals was Chime
yeah,
lock.
we didn't. Ordeals was the
nice.
chime lock.
Because I reset out back to Melmond and just ran down to Ordeals and just face planted into the side of it. So I wasted, I don't know, about 90 seconds. Haven't run back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, there's that first turn nuke from Lich 2 on Demon RHK's screen. Yeah, apparently that is Jesus the Frog completing, and that puts him 8th overall, right behind Windfox, 114.26. But yeah, apparently Sin Pyro says he stuffed all the shards in ice.
Yes.
Yeah, I really was considering that, and everyone would have lost their mind had I gone in there, but I think that should have been the play, honestly.
We were both thinking ice was going to be the play.
I almost did it as well, Shum. After carry, I almost went in there. Because I think I had only picked up like 2 or 3 shards. I was just like...
That's exactly what I wanted to, is I finished Volcano, I had 2 shards remaining. I was like, do I just gamble on Toph, or do I jump into Ice Cave? And it was like, I can't pull myself into Ice Cave right now. I've got to just hope that somebody found some shards in upstairs Toph.
So I considered ice after Volcano, because I went to Volcano super early into the seed, and thought about going into ice right after carry. 1 for the shards, 2 for the late game experience we would get, because we didn't have any shards for that experience scaling. I think it was like 21 or 22 entering Topher because of it.
And so I noticed Shum, and I liked seeing that play. that you took the purple worm tile for some grind.
It paid off, I guess. It didn't feel great because they were definitely thicker than I was hoping they were going to be. I knew that with a late fighter, I was going to need to get some levels on it, so I just picked up. I think I fought it like 3 or 4 times, which made up like 2 minutes. But I needed those levels.
That's still crunchy XP. And I think the fighter was at. Welcome, GG to you, Jesus the Frog.
GG.
So those shards, eh?
Yeah, shards were a bit thin on the ground.
We're really not sure where they all were. Maybe ice.
So I remember like there was none Titans, and then 1 in Ordeals, 1 or 2 in the entirety of Volcano. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Maybe 1 in Demon RHK finds the iron goals and nopes out of it. Yeah, they were pretty thin on the ground. There were a couple on Sharknado. There were a couple on Mermaids. Didn't really see much of anyone checking TFC floor, checking CTFC floor.
Yeah, I checked 1 chest on TFC. I'm pretty sure there's 1 on all of Sharknado. I was figuring I would go through, kill Kraken, come out with all my shards, but only ended up finding that single chest. So I'm like, well, where do I go? I need 2 shards. Let's just go take Harry. I also didn't finish looting Volcano, so maybe I'll find 2 more on the way down. Worst case scenario, take care of 2 shards. Turns out, yeah, no more shards of Volcano, had to take Harry. Backup plan for that was checking Temple of Fiends, because I didn't actually check any boxes in there, and just hoping there was someone in there.
Yeah, there were 2 in Temple of Fiends.
Nice.
3.
I could have gone there.
No, I checked all the rooms. There was 1 in the upper left and 1 in the lower right.
Upper left, upper right, lower right. I think.
Either way, at least 2, so I could have gambled on that and not hit Volcano.
Yeah.
I did find a ribbon in Volcano, though, so I can't be too unhappy.
Oh, that would have been nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that your second?
No, that was
One
another one
on
I found. Where was the other one?
Another one. I'm trying to remember where it was.
There were 2 in Elf Locked. There were 2 in Elfland Treasury.
No, I blew it out.
2 shards.
2 shards.
2
yeah,
shards.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 shards.
I thought you meant 2 ribbons. I'm pretty sure one of those 2
No.
ribbons.
Yeah, I don't
There was a ribbon.
remember.
There was a ribbon and a shard in Mermaid Incentive.
Oh,
that's
okay. I didn't. Yeah, I saw there was a shard there, and knowing
didn't wanna
how
walk
few
around.
shards there were, I would have walked around to it. But I was like, it's 1 shard. I don't have exit. I'll take forever. So I just left.
That's exactly what I did, and I regretted.
Yep, massive regret.
So, Demon pulling their chaos fight. It's a 3-man party.
Yeah. I mean, that is a choice. That is a valid choice.
I 3-manned most of these seeds. This one I didn't because I took so long to get a fighter. But normally I like to just do like Thief Fighter Red or Thief Fighter White or something like that.
I wonder if as the scaling goes up, we see people going 3 melee.
With the right blessings, maybe. Like if I had a fighter or a thief with life magic, I might not worry about getting a white mage. Or if they had fast cast guaranteed to like level 8, I wouldn't by picking up a black mage. At the same time, though, I'm not sure what I would do with the 3rd melee. Because this time, even I had the Excalibur course, and I had an ice sword on the thief or the ninja is pretty useless. If I had a 3rd melee, he had nothing to do. So,
I mean, there were katanas out there. There were
how
plenty.
about you
There were
kidding me?
at least 1 katana I saw found.
I don't know. Might
I
have
don't
been nice.
remember where, but
That was in
Well,
mermaids on the bottom.
Yeah, I checked half of mermaids. I checked like one chest after I got the defense of the Excal, and then just popped out of there.
I almost
Guess
didn't. I
it's
stepped in
wrong
the door and I was like, oh, it's one extra step. Let me just see this. And it was Katana 5. And I was like, all right, never going to skip that chest again.
But even so, it
mildly
doesn't do a whole
disappointed.
lot of good.
It's
guess,
mildly
No,
dis-
honestly, and I forgot to swap it over for Tia 2. I wanted that dragon sword back on. The
Hey.
weakness is scaled up on this.
Demon RHK finishes with 121.35. Let's do the list. From Jesus the Frog, we have Clementitis at 118.46, Darren Dries at 121.20, and Demon RHK, our fourth finisher on stream, 121.35. We also have 4 DNFs. Woo Bear, Guardian Marcus, Fred Coughlin, and Vaughn. So congratulations. Hello, Demon RHK. GG to you.
Hello, GG guys.
That shard hunt.
I heard you guys talking about it there. I didn't find it so bad. I guess my routing was just terrible. I mine hold. What did I pull out of C? I don't even remember what it was. And I was at the end of when I
Excal.
I might have not. I might have can't holded it then. That's why I didn't hear any jingle. That's very possible. But yeah, it was kind of sparse at first, but it leveled out and just bashing through 3 bosses got there.
Yeah, I think if you were really thorough, then you probably came out the other side only needing a couple. But if you were kind of skipping chests, then it was rough.
Yeah, I wasn't skipping anything. I mean, at the end there, I went into Sky 5 shards short and looking for the tail. Pulled the tail out, pulled 1 shard out, beeline for TL1, and just went from there. Unfortunately, the HP check at the beginning of Topher bounced my white mage, and I wiped out the first time. So I went and took some worms for like 2 or 3 fights, and then came back.
Yeah, Purple Worm's a great XP fight.
It really is. I was really happy to find those early. It was just no movement magic, and like having to beat through like Tia 1 and Kraken 1 with like I think I was using like a Silver Dagger 4 and fast and just eventually getting there. It was just kind of slow movement overall, and the big route around the inner sea and get easy access out was kind of sucked.
Yeah, like exit at 6, warp at 7.
Yeah, exactly. And I took that party, and with those blessings, I'm like, I'm never picking up another party member. I'll take the 3 mana, save the XP, and go.
And that's a completely valid choice.
Yeah, it just the flag set it's very interestingly tailored. It's not tailored to any of my strengths, and I'm finishing pretty well off pace here, but we'll have to see how it develops after qualifiers are over. It's definitely created some really interesting seeds. I'm most curious to see how this is going to go when everything doesn't have a +4 or +5 after it.
Yeah, when it starts to be +3 to +5, or even +2 +1 to +5. That
Or heavens forbid we actually have things that roll negative for once.
I don't
Not
think
this tournament.
I don't think we have it. I don't think that's anywhere in these flags.
No, and my original definitely did have something like a -5 to +2, and we decided instead maybe make it fun, so
Yeah.
people could have a decent time with it instead of feeling like it's an uphill slog.
Yeah,
I mean,
having all the +4.
I mean, we're basically playing modified Chaos Rush at this point. Back in my day, you had -5 to +5, and you liked it.
So I'm hoping that as we see the rounds go on, that the map edits are going to do a heck of a lot more than people realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, as things stand, the seeds are usually incredibly linear. Like there's one path through, or maybe you can avoid getting, the defense sword. But basically, you're full clearing every seed in my experience.
I mean,
So,
we say that, and I think we feel that, but if we look on stream or even just across the spread of times, I think there's a lot of divergence here already. I'd be interested to watch this back, actually, to see what choices people made. Because it looks like everybody's finishing with very different inventories and different parties and stuff. It's really cool. I like it.
Speaking of the way these flags are set up, especially the later ones, as is tradition, our upcoming Duckling Derby will have the final flags from Winter Tournament as the finals flags for the Duck Derby, and our Duckling Derby is our new runners program, where experienced runners will teach you how to beat them. Sorry, wanted to make sure I plugged that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, to Shuma's point, the seeds have a tendency to go kind of branch out and in. There's definitely pinch points right now where it's like the inner seed today was getting the canal out of volcano, things like that. But it's been very interesting and fun to watch. This is my 4th time on comms, and I've really enjoyed it. But I think our time on RPG Limit Break is coming to a close here, so I'm going to start us in on our final thoughts phase of the interviews, and I will turn to Shum first. Final thoughts.
I think I really got most of my gameplay and tournament thoughts off, so just thank you to the comms, the Restream, RPG Limit Break for hosting, and to the competitors. I love playing with all of you guys and talking post-race and just seeing how everybody's feeling about Winter Tournament, because this is a real big time for FFR, and I'm glad people are enjoying it.
Absolutely, thank you. So, Win Fox.
Yeah, pretty much just second what Shum said. GG to everyone. This will probably be my last qualifier. See everyone in the brackets in a week or so.
Everybody in the brackets. Jesus.
Yeah, I think this is the slowest time I've had in these flags so far. I think it would have been a decent time if I hadn't wiped DO1. But other than that, it was good. It's been fun. The flags are really fun. I'm having a good time, so looking forward to more.
And last but not least, Demon RHK.
Yeah, well, same as everybody else. Thanks to Limit Break, thanks to Comms, Tracker, Restream, everybody putting it together. Gotta go slow.
Yeah, I mean, I think 21 minutes between 1st and 11th is just not that bad, I don't think. But it's been really fun. So I will leave it to my esteemed commentary partner, DM Stewart, to take us out.
Hey, thank you to all of our runners, whether you were on stream or not. Thank you to our 4 runners who let us restream them, because without you guys, we're just sitting in a room talking, and that's just weird. Thank you to Dark Moon for restreaming. Thank you to Sin Pyro and Wildham for tracking. Thank you to my partner Softnum for being in the booth. And thank you to RPG Limit Break for the use of your channel. We've got a couple more qualifiers coming up this week. We've got the async qualifier that I think is started? Question mark?
Yep. Started a couple hours ago.
And brackets coming up afterwards. After the winter tournament is done, we've got the Duckling Derby. If you enjoy this, if you think this might be fun to try to run yourself, join the Discord. Join the Duckling program. The Duckling program's a lot of fun. And with that said, I have been DM Stewart. Goodbye.